Working with wood and epoxy can be a hassle because I need a form big enough to put this workpiece into, but I need an even bigger form for this piece of wood. So why isn't there a form out there that can do all of your projects no matter the size? Well, there actually is now. This is our universal form kit from Epoxy Forms Co. These forms are made out of HDPE plastic and they're designed to be expandable or contractible anywhere from 21 inches down to 3 inches. So no matter the epoxy project you're working on, you're going to be able to have a form exactly for your needs, which is going to save you a lot of money when it comes to pouring too much epoxy or having to create a custom form for every project. Now let me show you how easy these are to use. This is the kit version, so it's going to come with 4 walls and it's going to come with a 1/2 inch base. So to lay this out, you just simply pull out your arms and you'll see that the notch fits perfectly over the first arm. So you're just going to constantly add your arms until you get to the last one. The last one's going to slide into that notch in your first arm and then slide over the last one. And that way, they're all interlocking and expandable to any size. Let's say we want to use this burl in a project and we want to make the epoxy all around the outsides. Well, we can set this in here and instead of having all this type of waste, we can bring our form all the way in as small as we'd like. We can measure it to make sure that we're square in any direction we want. And then if we're happy with that, we can take this out. We're just going to run a bead of silicone. I use 100% silicone. Run a bead all along the inside and up the sides. So we're going to go straight all the way up. Once the silicone is cured, this is going to be strong enough to sit right on this form and not want to move. So I can put my project right back in here, pour my epoxy, let it harden and cure over time. And then once that is cured, all we're going to do is come in with a rubber mallet or even your fist and just pop them and break that silicone seal. The silicone's not going to permanently stick to your form because HDPE doesn't let anything really permanently stick to it. So you're just going to pop it out, you're going to pull out your piece, and then these forms are going to be easily cleaned by just peeling that silicone and peeling it right off the face. Now what I like about these forms is that once I'm finished with this project, which I would say is a smaller project, I can remove all of it, clean these arms, go ahead and reset it for the next one, which only takes a few minutes. I can go ahead and pick out my next piece of wood for the next project, which is clearly larger than the first. And I can go ahead and set it in here and I can visualize how I want my project to lay out. If I like this layout, nice and sort of square, that looks good. But let's say I want it a little bit more thin. I can go ahead and move it down and look at all of that epoxy that I just saved and didn't have to waste all that money and time working on later. So I love that I can see the exact size that I want. I can take this out, silicone it again, pour, and I have an unlimited amount of form sizes with this one kit. Now we sell these kits as a full kit or we sell just the arms individually. And the reason we do that is because a lot of people like to have their own bases. So any type of melamine, even just black trash bags or sheets of plastic can be put underneath these and silicone to make a form. A lot of us like to sometimes use Tyvek tape. It's a little bit cheaper than maybe the base kit setup. So you can make your own Tyvek tape bottom, put it underneath, go ahead and silicone your sides down to that board and then go ahead and pour again. Same thing, just a little bit more easy on the wallet. I would go check it out, especially if you're wanting to get into epoxy. This is the form to start with, I promise you.